with another video. It's the day after Christmas, and I don't know about you guys, but it was a very Merry Christmas, but it was a different Christmas this year, to say the least. Normally, I'm sitting at my house, at my own house that I pay bills for, that I pay bills at, and my family is under one roof, and we're just doing a family thing. But this year was I can't even say slightly different. It's a big difference, to be honest, because I'm actually staying at my mom's house, and we about to get it in today, y'all. I picked up extra load on Saturday, so I got about 3 hours here, man. They just unload my truck, and I gotta wait for them to get these other trucks. So we chilling today. We're gonna wrap. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really would appreciate you guys' support, and I'll keep the content coming. I try to upload now at least one good video a week. Content is hard to come by, so I just try to come from the heart, come from a sincere place. Like today, we're gonna wrap. But anyway, yeah. So back on topic here. I'm normally sitting at my own house under one roof with my family, my 2 kids, and my wife. But now, I don't know if you can find. I think I have told you guys that I got rid of the house that I was staying at. I was paying rent. I was paying $1,400 a month for this house. So, to say the least, it's a good thing that I don't have the house anymore. And we're going to kind of go into detail into depth on that, about what you should be spending and how you should be spending money out here when you're a truck driver. But I can't tell you something if I wasn't taking my own words, for advice, which means I can't tell you guys not to do something that I'm doing. I'm paying $1,400 a month on rent, and which I'm not knocking that. That's not a bad thing to pay rent or to pay a mortgage, but when you're getting to the point where you're living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm going to confess to you guys, that's what I was doing for about, let's see, I moved in April, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I stayed there for 9 months. The lease was 15 months. And it got to the point where when I moved in, I had $20,000 in my safe, and I had about $6,000 or $7,000 that's in my bank account, which is, I'm a little short of that right now financially in my savings, but to say the least. But every penny that was in my safe ended up being spent on bills, and once that was gone, and I didn't say anything to my wife. I just let her keep taking the money out because she has a key to the safe also. But I just let her keep taking it out until it ran out. I didn't want to say anything. And she was going into this situation thinking that we have the money, in which we do, or we did, but it just, daycare is $1,400 or $1,500 a month. So, or let's see, 4, 8, 12, 6, $1,600 a month. That's how much I pay for daycare. And it's like paying two rental properties, If I'm spending $1,400 a month and then $1,600 on daycare, what's that? So 1,553, that's a little bit over $3,000 just for those two. And then my car alone is $1,000, including insurance. And then I pay my wife's car and her insurance, So between the cars with the insurance and then the rent and the daycare, that's $5,000 alone. And then you got to think I had utilities, which say another $1,300, and then groceries another $300-$400. I mean, little shit was just eating at my pocket, man. Every little single thing was just eating away my money. And I'm trying my best to keep a positive mindset, and it's hard to when your money is just, you can't buy the things that you want to buy. Your wife is used to having her nails and hair done, I couldn't even do that for it no more. So it became something so, it was irritating to me, man. It really was, because here I am, up until the point we moved into the house, I was saving so much money, man. My rent at the other place was only $800. So, and this is before I even bought the Challenger that I have. And one thing to note, my wife's, when she finally asked for, this is how it all came out. She was like, there's no more money in the safe. I was like, yeah, I know. She was like, so why you didn't say anything? I'm like, what do you mean why I didn't say anything? You knew the money was being spent. I haven't spent $1 out of that safe, because I knew if I did, we wouldn't be able to pay daycare. And it got to the point where we were like, well, I initiated the conversation. I told her either one has to go. Daycare, and we find another daycare, child care, or we're going to have to move. Even though we could afford to, well, I look at being able to afford things too different than everybody else. My definition of being able to afford something is living comfortable and still being able to pay the bills. And if we're going by that standard, then we wasn't able to afford that place. Now, financially, I could have kept paying rent there, but we wouldn't have had money for nothing extra, so that's not a way to live. So it came down to, we said, hey, I told her one got to go. She was like, well, I'm not getting rid of the daycare. We're not, because she don't like, when it comes to our kids, she don't like people that do home child care. Like, she'd rather for them to be in a facility, in which I do agree. However, if you got to compromise and you got to meet someone in the middle, you got to compromise. We're not in a position to be picky on where the kids can go for daycare, and we're paying premium 5-star pricing for, 2 children, which they learn a lot at this daycare. But when it came down to it, I told her I didn't mind them going to, it's about putting our family in a better situation, but she was looking at their safety and everything, and she's not willing to negotiate on their daycare. So that's out the window off top. She's not willing to settle. So I told her, I said, we're going to have to move. And she was like, well, we're going to tell the landlord. I just said, tell them that we're financially not. And let's note one thing. With the virus going on, that played a major role in it too. With her job, she was out of work for almost 3 months. It could have been 3 months or over 3 months, but it was around 3 months. She wasn't working, so you can imagine how much pressure was on me, with all of these bills. And I'm sending her back to school. She's in school full time. Bought her a laptop, everything, so she can get her schoolwork done. So, it was a headache, man. But long story short, man, we ended up moving out of that house. She's back at her parents' house, and I'm at my mom's house, where we spent Christmas. I went over there, and then we both came to my mom's house and spent the night there. We're bunched up on one bed, and I have a California King. It's all white marble, glass top, everything. I have it's probably a $10,000 bedroom set, just with the dressers and the bed. And I take pride in, putting nice things in my home. So everything is in the storage right now, but boy, I do miss sleeping in my bed. It's like, from sleeping in my bed back here, and you guys know how small these beds are. I'll go ahead and show you. That's how small our beds are back here, man. So, it's no different than actually sleeping in this bed back here. So, I'm just not really getting a lot of rest, man. My shoulders hurting, my back hurting, everything's hurting. So, I definitely got to figure out. And for you guys wondering where Detroit CD is going to end up moving to, it's going to be an apartment. And trust me, guys, I don't want to do it, but we got to talk about it. You cannot live above your means. That's what it comes down to. You have to really listen. If you out here and you want to have nice things, that's okay. Everybody wants nice things. But if it's going to take you to the place where you can't afford to pay your rent or child care, you don't need those nice things. But my wife will tell you, she told me when we first started, when we first had the conversation about moving, she told me to get rid of my car, and guess what? That ain't happening. I worked way too hard. And here's the thing about me having my 2017 Dodge Challenger RT Plus. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, I got the 5.7 for whoever wanted problems. But anyway, and it's actually going to the shop this week to get the muffler, mid-muffler deleted, quad tip put on. And then the week after that, I'm getting it lowered. I'm putting some Ebot, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Ebot lowering springs on it. And then after that, we're going to put some decals and stuff on it. But it's getting some work done to it. I'm going to get it tuned and everything, so I might shoot some videos on that. But anyway, the thing about my car is, for 6 or 7 years, I haven't bought myself anything. I bought my wife a brand new SUV. She has a GMC Terrain. I stay lacing the kids up with whatever they need. And look, their daycare alone is $1,600. So just excluding anything else, I'm at the minimum paying $1,600 just for their daycare. So it ain't like, I put my family first with whatever I do. And I just think that's what a man's supposed to do. You always put your family first before you. So for the longest, I haven't bought myself anything. I've been riding around with, I have my Lexus, I have a Chevy Caprice Classic, and I have my 2010 Chevy Colorado pickup truck that I sold for 20 grand. But I got rid of that and got the Challenger, which, I did go up in, bills, but at the end of the day, I didn't buy myself nothing up until this point. So she knows how I feel about my car. I work all year round very, very hard, and all I want is my PlayStation and my car. That's it. I don't need the clothes, shoes, none of that other crap, jewelry. I'm a simple man. I just like to come home and my wife has a smile and my kids have a smile on their face. That's just the type of man I am. So I'm not really into everything, all the fashion and stuff. I'm 90% of the time I'm in my work gear. So yeah, I wasn't willing to give up my car, man. The good news is we're going to be able to, even though we're staying in an apartment, we're going to be living like we're rich, because we're only spending $900 on bills total. We don't have no utilities, nothing. There's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. For some reason, don't nothing add up to a trucker's pay, man. By me, I get paid every single week, so my checks are flying in. And by the way, my last 3 checks were $1,300. That's how much I made the last 3 weeks. And that's every week, so not a bad, and that's after tax. So with that, and my wife, she makes about $1,100 every 2 weeks, so we're doing okay. But my biggest thing is I'm trying to find something to do on the side, because I'm not getting paid for these YouTube videos or anything, so I don't have multiple streams of income, and I could start selling cars and stuff, but it just takes a lot away from my family time. And family time is very important to me. But so, I just got to the point where I'm just like, man, I don't care. It ain't about keeping up with the Joneses, just to have a title, say, oh, I got a nice house, I got a jacuzzi, because I had all that. A jacuzzi, 2-car garage. I'm going to miss that car garage, but man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Fire. These pickles are so fire. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. I'll try to get one good video up for you guys a week. I don't know about y'all 2020, but 2020, I lost my house. It just seems like 2020 was one of these crappy years. I took a major blow financially, and that's what this video is about, man. My financial situation went all the way down, and I'm not afraid to admit it, man. I'm human just like everybody else, and I make really decent pay, so me making $1,500 a week, man, to spending all my money in my safe, y'all. Every last penny of it is gone. And I'll tell y'all exactly how much money I have total. I have a total of $7,000. That's all I have left. And that's in my savings account. Well, actually, I have I have $1,700 on my in my checking account. That's from my last checking, a couple $100 that I didn't spend from my last check. And that's all we got, y'all. So I'm basically admitting to you guys that I went broke trying to live above my means. So take it from Trucker CB if you're in a similar situation, and just because the checks are rolling in, it's going to come to a point where it's all going to come crashing on you. So, and I just ordered a credit card, you guys. I ordered a credit card about 2 days ago, and it should be here within 10 or 14 business days. But my credit score is at a 700. Yeah, my credit score is at a 700. Comment below and let me know your credit score is. And that's the good thing is, you want to have good credit. That way, say I live in this apartment for the next 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna be ready to buy a home. But I don't know if I necessarily want to buy a home yet. I think I want to wait for my kids to grow up and everything before I decide to buy a home. I don't know, y'all. I might not ever buy a home. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I do know I'm gonna keep my car. And I might eventually get up to a Hellcat or something, or trade it in for a Charger later on. But I think I'm gonna keep my car for now and just fix it up. So yeah, it came down to me spending all my money. All my money is gone, and I'm not willing to go into my savings account and pull anything out, because that's literally for my kids' future, and that's all I have to build from there. But I'm going to come up from this, y'all. I'm living in this apartment for the next at least 2 or 3 years, and I'm gonna build after that. I'm trying to get to 100,000. That way my family is straight, y'all. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, but I'm gonna lay down and get some rest. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time that I talked to you guys about my problems and my situation. I appreciate you guys for listening. Comment below, let me know what your current financial situation looking like and how you doing on your bills and everything. But hey, Trucker CB ain't afraid to admit I went broke. So be it. Everybody, ain't nobody perfect. We all make mistakes, and it is what it is, man. But the good thing about trucking is checks coming in every Friday, So I can count on that. As long as I come and drive this truck, I will get paid. So, and I'm on a dedicated account, so I'm loving it out here. And I told my wife I don't mind, while we were deciding where we were going to stay while we were moving out our home, I told them to just go to their parents' house, and I don't care where I stay. I can sleep in my truck, So that's it. She was like, "No, come over here with us." I said, "Babe, no, it's already 3 of y'all. It's my 2 kids and you. Y'all sleeping in the middle of the living room, so." I'm just trying to make it more comfortable for you guys. I'm okay. I'll be okay. I can go sleep in my truck. I can go sleep at my mom's house, and I can go stay over there with y'all, or I can get a hotel. It doesn't matter to me. As long as y'all are straight, that's all I care about. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to lay down for a few hours. Let me know how you guys' Christmas turned out, and comment below and let me know how 2020 has been for you guys. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's Trucker CB. Peace. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.